Greetings, everybody. It's Miranda Dennis, licensed clinical social worker, and I'm back with another video. Today, I want to talk with you briefly about emotions. Often, people come to me as a therapist because I'm very familiar with emotions, and people want to know about how do you deal with emotions. Most often, people come to me because they want to stop or get rid of a certain emotion, whether it be anger, whether it be depression, anxiety, or some other emotion. As you know, there are 8 primary emotions, and I've been doing videos on those. So make sure you check out all the primary emotion videos that I have done and stay tuned for the new and upcoming videos that I will be doing. Although people come to me because they want to stop an emotion, one of the first things that I will tell them is, I'm sorry. My job is not to tell you how to stop an emotion from happening. My job is to teach you how to manage it, regulate it, and ride the wave of that emotion. So, I want to give you a couple of healthy perspectives on emotions because I think in general people are scared of emotions. And so, my hope is that we alter that, we shift that, and we get you in a position where you understand, you love, you experience, and then you manage your emotions well. Couple healthy perspectives. Number one, emotions are not good or bad, they're not right or wrong, they simply just are. They exist. They will exist. They exist now, they exist before you were born, and they will exist in the future. They just are. They're not facts, they are emotions. So that's the first thing. You have to get away from labeling your emotion as this is a good emotion, this is a bad emotion. I should not be experiencing this. I should be feeling this way. Because if you off the bat are already judging the emotion, you're not experiencing it. You're not listening to it. You're not understanding it. You're not taking in the information the emotion is bringing you so you can then determine if you need to do anything with that emotion. So that's the first thing. The second thing is an emotion is an emotion is an emotion. What do I mean by that? I mean that emotions are not actions, emotions are not thoughts. Those are different. Many people get confused between a thought, a feeling, and an action. All of those things are different, totally different. So often I'll say, well, how do you feel today? And someone will say, oh, I feel bad because I was thinking this and da 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 da. Da." Okay, that's not an emotion. That's a thought. Feeling bad is a state of being. An emotion would be I'm disappointed, I'm upset, I'm sad, I'm anxious. Those are emotions, okay? So it is just, like I said, one, it's not good or bad, it just is. And two, an emotion is not a thought, an emotion is not an action, it is an emotion. You do not have to act on the emotion. So that's the third thing is when you experience an emotion, you don't have to act on it. It is energy, so you will need to eventually do something with that emotion. Like if the information that the emotion has brought to you is real, true, valid, fits the facts, then it will motivate you to do something different, to change, right? But if the information the emotion has brought to you, not real, not valid, doesn't fit the facts, you still have to do something with it, like throw it in the trash, dismiss it, don't give it any energy, deny it, okay? But you have to do something with the emotion, okay? The fourth thing is emotions don't last forever. So when I talk about ride the wave of emotion, simply that means eventually you might feel like the emotion is like a wave and it's about to overtake you. But guess what? Just like waves recede, eventually the emotion will recede as well, which is why you don't have to act on the emotion. The emotion will give you an urge to do something, but you do not have to act on the urge of the emotions. Why? Because they don't last forever. Unless you're doing things to make it last forever. If you're sad because you broke up with your boyfriend or you broke up with your girlfriend and you're looking at all your pictures, you are listening to sad music, you're watching sad, soppy movies, then you are intentionally prolonging your emotional suffering. Don't do that unless you want the emotion to stick around. Because if you don't do those things and you're doing other things, healthier things, reading a book, learning a new skill, taking a course, going outside, if you're doing healthy things with the energy, guess what? And eventually a new and different emotion will take its place. And the current emotion that you're experiencing a lot of distress in will recede. So when we talk about riding the wave is sitting out the urge. You don't have to do anything with the urge you feel because of the emotion, unless it's something motivating you to change and to do something that's good for yourself. Okay. I've said this in previous videos. I'm going to say it again. Emotions are not facts. Okay. We're talking about healthy perspectives on emotions. They're not facts. They're just not. So stop treating your emotions as if they are facts. They have information, not always factual information. You have to look for the evidence. Where is the evidence that supports the thing that I am feeling is real, true, valid, fit the facts with the information in front of me, with the event that just happened in front of me. And then the last healthy perspective on emotions I'm going to say is you cannot ever, 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 ever get rid of emotions. Okay. They serve a purpose. They are God given and they serve a purpose. Every emotion that you experience is there for your wellness, actually. So if you are only seeking out support as a way to stop emotions, you really are doing yourself an unjust service. Okay. Um, I'm going to challenge you. Be willing to sit in the uncomfortable emotions because there's no good or bad emotions. Be willing to sit with those emotions and be curious. What is this emotion trying to tell me? Versus, why am I feeling this way? I shouldn't feel this way. I wish this would stop. Why am I going through this? Those things are going to increase your emotional suffering because you're not doing the basic things. Let's run through healthy perspectives again. Okay, real quick. Emotions are not good or bad, they just are. Emotion is just an emotion, is an emotion, is an emotion, okay? That's what it is. It's not an action, it's not a thought, it is an emotion. Number three, emotions will not last forever unless you're doing things to make it last forever. Eventually, it will recede and go back just like a wave. So you have to ride the wave of the urge of whatever that emotion is making you feel like you want to do. You ride the wave until it recedes and a new and different emotion takes its place. And emotions are not facts. And you can't get rid of emotions. You can't. You just can't. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. You can't get rid of emotions. I know you want to. My job is all about teaching you how to regulate them, not get rid of them, how to manage them, get through them, experience them, love them, take them in, be curious about your emotions because they are God given and they have information and they're trying to tell you something. Unless it's not real, true, does not fit the facts. But every time an emotion shows up, it's a wonderful opportunity to learn more about yourself, learn more about maybe somebody around you or a place you are in or an event that you're partaking of because if an emotion is showing up, even if it's joy, then you know like wow, this thing is interesting to me. It brings me joy, it brings me peace. I'm comfortable doing this. I'm comfortable around this person. Same thing happens on the other side, but they're not good or bad. It's information. And I say this all the time to my clients. Everything that you do or you don't do leads you closer or further away from your long term and short term goals. So when you have healthy interactions with your emotions and you listen to the valid information that the emotions are bringing you, guess what? It's going to motivate you to move closer. And moving closer to your goal might mean there are some people that you need to spend less time with. That might mean, you know what? I need to pause social media for a while. That might mean, man, I need to go into prayer a little bit more. It might mean a variety of things. But if you are constantly trying to ignore your emotions, you won't ever get to that place where you will learn to listen and follow through with what your emotions are trying to get you to do, which is be successful, live the life that God created you to live on purpose, moving you toward all of the beautiful, wonderful things that life has for you. And that includes helping you to move through painful situations at the same time. So I hope this video was helpful. Be on the lookout for more. Also, I'm going to put a couple of great resources in the link below the video. There is a resource of how to fight myths that you're thinking and believing about yourself with biblical principles. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'll put a couple other resources in the link below. Make sure you share this out and help someone else learn about their emotions. Help someone else change the way that we are thinking about our emotions and the importance of those emotions. Till the next video, take care.